Who are you?
in your company.
Who are you
Not
to
the same
tell
as every
me,
company.
sir?
We
Who
have policies here.
who are you to
You've
tell
already
me,
double-escalated.
sir? Who are you to tell me that I can't speak to a supervisor over you?
The supervisor that you're currently speaking with.
And you have somebody over you.
No, I do not.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vanessa's Van Life Journey. How are you guys doing today? I'm starting today's vlog off a little sad. I can't find my keys. I think they are locked in the van. And I tried to call Miss Donna for a hanger. She's not answering. It was straight to voicemail. I went by her house. She's not there. So I got this hanger from somebody else. I'm gonna try to call AAA, but I don't think this is gonna work. But I'm gonna try it. So that is what I am dealing with. This is not one of them latches that had a thing on it where you could pull it up. As a matter of fact, the one on the other side is up more, but I don't think the window is cracked as much. So let me see if I could get in this van. If not, I'm gonna have to call AAA. So that's what my day is like, and I'm frustrated because I was gonna go to Lake Havasu to buy a bigger fridge, but don't look like that's gonna happen. Stuff like this frustrates me. I don't have the patience for it. And my keys are nowhere in here. I guess I'll have to call AAA. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. What's the address for your the vehicle in Arizona? Is this vehicle registered as an RV?
No.
Okay. Does it have all the seats in it? Meaning it's not gutted in the back like a delivery vehicle for commercial use, something like that. It has all the seats in it.
It never had seats in it.
I'm glad to hear you're safe there. And I understand that we're needing a lockout for a 2001 Ford E350 white in color.
Yes, sir.
So the previous call receiver explained the situation. So he mentioned that he denied the service because of the type of van that you have. So you wanted to discuss that with me, correct?
I don't know why I need to discuss that with you, but I'm going to let you know to start off. I am recording this call for quality assurance purposes, just like you. So, I have been paying for this service for years. The type of vehicle, why that question even came up, I don't even know, because my vehicle is a regular vehicle. It's a regular vehicle. It's insured. I pay insurance with you guys as well. I am insured with AAA. My roadside insurance is with AAA, and I have roadside assistance. I have been paying for that for years. And why this man is asking me whether I have back seats in the back of a vehicle. The vehicle didn't come with the back seats in it. The vehicle don't have back seats in it.
You want to clarify that insurance and emergency road service are two different.
And I have both of them with AAA. I'm. So you guys, let me just interject here. My morning already didn't start off right because I woke up, went to bed realizing that I had locked my keys in my van, tried to get my van open. I couldn't get it open. Called AAA to receive roadside assistance with a lockout. Immediately at the beginning of the call, the man asked me, is my vehicle registered as a RV? Does it have back seats in it? Why he's asking me all these questions, I don't know. So he denied me service and said that my vehicle was considered to be a commercial vehicle. I am insured with AAA as well. I have AAA roadside assistance and I have AAA insurance on my vehicle. The insurance that is on my vehicle is not a commercial insurance. If a vehicle is classified as a commercial vehicle, then the insurer would be insuring the vehicle as a commercial vehicle. So AAA is like double dipping on receiving customers' money. Number one, they're receiving my money for insuring my vehicle. Number two, they are receiving my money for roadside assistance. So it seems to me, I mean, this is just my argument, it just makes sense. It seems to me that if you are insuring my vehicle and the vehicle is not insured as a commercial vehicle, why would you deny me roadside assistance stating that it is a commercial vehicle? So this process went on and on and on for hours, you guys. I end up asking to speak to another customer service representative where he was supposed to be a manager and he was rude as all get out, you guys. Let's continue to listen to this call. I have made complaints to AAA about this service that I received on this day. I did end up having to pay $150 out of pocket to get my keys unlocked out of my vehicle. It mind-boggling, you guys. I'm just absolutely floored. They can take your money every year and take your money for the vehicle that you are using it for the vehicle you're paying insurance on for through them. They can take your money, but then when it comes to providing service, you stuck like Chuck. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments bar below. Okay?
Arturo, again, I do have Mark on the line, and they'll take over the call from here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Take care. Bye.
Hello, as stated, my name is Mark. I'm the supervisor on the floor. I understand you wanted to speak with me regarding the policy for cargo vans.
I want to speak to you regarding getting a lockout service, and I'm recording this call for quality assurance purposes.
Help you with. Have a great day.
What was your name again? What was your name again? What was your name again so I can call in and report you? What was your name?
Again, we're not going to provide my
What
name
is?
'cause
You're
I
not going to
cannot
give me your
put my
name, sir.
You've already been given my name once. I'm not repeating it.
I'm not giving you permission to disconnect this call. So you're going to disconnect this call. Because I'm not giving you permission
I'm just telling you, I'm not going to continue on the call with you.
I'm not giving you permission to disconnect the call, sir. I need help. I need roadside assistance.
Told of our policy, and again, I'm telling
Continue to talk to you until you disconnect the call. So y'all, this man refused to tell me his name. He refused to continue to assist me. He placed me on hold without asking me my permission to be placed on hold. I worked in customer service for years. We could not place a customer on hold unless the customer agreed to be placed on hold. We have to ask them their permission. This representative who said he was a manager was combative, argumentative, rude, and disrespectful. He left me on hold for minutes, like a long time. After leaving me on hold for minutes, hoping that I would hang up, which I did not, he finally came back to the line and said, "Okay, I'll assist you." But then he was still rude and disrespectful. Let's continue to listen to this call, you guys.
Thanks for holding. So, guys, is there anything else I can assist for you?
Yes, sir. I would like to receive service, and I'm also on the line trying to get another quality assurance representative on the phone because I'm going to report you. What was your name again, sir?
Okay. My name is Mark.
Okay, Mark. You have a supervisor name?
Nope, you already escalated to me. I do.
So I asked Mark for a supervisor name that I could contact in future references to report him and his behavior and his unprofessionalism on this call. Mark placed me on hold without my permission, came back after minutes of me being on hold like it was nothing. I asked him for a supervisor. He goes on to tell me there is no supervisor over him. I go on to ask him, are you the CEO? Are you the manager? Are you the owner of the company? He never provided me with a manager over him or a number to call to report him. Everybody has a manager. Everybody has a supervisor. So he tells me I have escalated my call to the highest place that it could go and that I cannot report him to anyone. Continue to listen, you guys.
Yeah, I can go and answer your questions for you.
Yes, sir. I am needing a lockout service today.
Okay. Are there any people, pets, or meds locked in the vehicle?
No, there are not.
Okay. And is this regarding the cargo van?
This is regarding my vehicle that is insured through AAA and that I have roadside on and have received assistance on numerous of times over the years, sir. Same vehicle.
It's for the 2001 Ford E350?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So based on the information gathered previously, it was determined that this is a cargo van, which is considered a commercially configured vehicle.
It's always been a cargo van. It's always been a cargo van, sir. It's not used for commercial use, never have been used for commercial use, and I have received service on this same van for jump starts and tows over the years, sir.
Okay. At least in our area, where you're currently broken down, this is not something that we provide service for. In fact, I do see you had attempted service for this back on June 26th.
Now, this is where this representative goes even farther and lies. He lies, you guys. Listen to this lie. He say, I received service or was denied service on June 26th. So he's going back, looking at my previous service and saying that I was denied service on June 26th because my vehicle was a commercial cargo vehicle. He lied. I was never denied service on June 26th. And in fact, he made up that date. I called in for roadside assistance. It was late at night. I was in the parking lot of Walmart. They couldn't get anyone out to me at night until the next morning, 8 a.m. That call was canceled. I ended up staying in the parking lot of Walmart. End up getting my vehicle jump started. End up having to, it ended up stopping on me again because I left the lights on, you guys. Battery was no good because I drained it down so often. So I had to end up going to Lowe's and buying another battery. But AAA contacted me, comped my service for the year because of the service I received that night, and I had to spend the night and sleep in my van in the parking lot of Walmart. This man says he looked in the notes of the call and seen that I was denied service that night because it was a cargo van, which was a total lie. A total lie. That is not what happened. They did not send service out to me because there was no representative in that area that night, and the soonest they could get someone to me was 8 a.m. the next morning. So he actually lied.
And we're denied at that time as well.
No, I was not. I was not denied service.
Different.
I was not denied service at that time, sir. Actually, what happened was you did not have a service provider for that area, sir. And so I had to sleep in the parking lot until the next day to receive service. And they credited my account and also gave me a year of free service because they could not find a service provider. That is the accurate count of events, sir. I was not denied service because of my vehicle type. They did not have a service provider for the area at the time of night that I had actually broke down.
Okay. I apologize for their giving the wrong information in the notes there. Regardless, this.
So now he gonna lie and say he received the wrong information in the notes. But when I speak to another representative later on in this video, you will see that she's reading the same notes that he pulled up. And she has an accurate account of what happened that night. But he lied. Interesting.
No, I cannot escalate again. You've already escalated twice.
Sir, you have a you have a supervisor. You have a supervisor, sir,
No.
and I would like to speak to him.
This is the highest level on the phone that you've reached.
Do you have a quality?
Above me that's going to give you any different answer.
Do you have a quality assurance department?
Quality assurance is there to check our calls that we've already done.
And I want them to check your calls, sir. Can I please have quality assurance department?
No, because they're an offline team. They don't take calls.
Do you have their number, sir?
No, sir. No, ma'am. They are an offline
Sir,
team.
let me just advise you that they do take calls from customers.
They don't take calls.
And I'm asking you to transfer me to quality assurance.
There's no number to transfer you to. There may not be used for commercial purposes, but it's still considered a commercially configured vehicle in our area. It's not covered. In your home area, it may be covered, but in our area, it's not. I can help you find a local provider for the service, but it will be out of pocket.
Okay, and may I speak to your supervisor, please?
No, I cannot escalate again. You've already escalated twice.
Sir, you have a supervisor. You have a supervisor, sir, and I would like to speak to him.
This is the highest level on the phone that you've reached.
Do you have a quality?
Above me that's going to give you any different answer.
Do you have a quality assurance department?
Quality assurance is there to check our calls that we've already done.
And I want them to check your calls, sir.
Escalate.
So this man refused to give me a phone number for a manager to report him to in the future or quality assurance. I'm asking you to transfer me to quality assurance.
There's no number to transfer you to. They're an offline team.
Can I please have them call me then?
I can request that, but they're not going to call you. They're an offline team.
How can you speak? How can you speak for them, sir? I know how quality assurance. I know how quality assurance works. I know if I ask to speak to your manager over you that you are supposed to provide me with his information. You're not supposed to deny me that. Who are you to tell me I can't escalate?
Maybe in your company.
Who are you?
In your company,
Who are you to? Who are you?
Maybe in your company,
Who are
it's
you
not
to
the same
tell
in every
me,
company.
sir?
We
Who
have policies
who
here.
are you to
You've
tell
already
me,
double escalated.
sir? Who are you to tell me that I can't speak to a supervisor over you?
The supervisor that you're currently speaking with.
And you have somebody over you.
No, I do not.
You're the owner and the CEO of AAA.
I never said that, but the owner and CEO do not take escalated calls.
Sir,
That's
I
what
want
we're
to
here
speak
for.
to your supervisor. You answer to someone. Mark, you answer to someone.
Offline, yes, but as far as who you can speak to on the phone, this is the highest level of escalating twice.
I am not
It's not.
I am not getting off this phone until you transfer me to someone else that I could speak to who is over you.
And I'm not transferring you to someone over me because there is no one to take calls that is over me.
Okay, well, you're going to sit here and you're going to listen to me call in and get somebody over you on the other phone. I have 3 phones here.
Okay. If that's the case, then I will be disconnecting the call on my end.
Okay, I'm not giving you permission to disconnect my call, Mark.
You don't need to give permission to disconnect the call.
You're not supposed to hang up on a customer, Mark. Mark, you're not supposed to hang up on a customer.
We've reached the end of our discussion.
No, we have not, sir.
You're asking for something not available.
I ask for another supervisor that is over you.
You've already reached the highest limit.
No,
You've already reached the highest limit. You've already escalated twice. I'm sorry that you don't like the policy, but that's not, speaking to anyone else isn't going to change it. This is not covered. We're not going to cover this service today.
I have received service in this same vehicle before, sir. And all I need is a lockout service. I'm not asking you to tow my vehicle 500 miles. I'm asking you to provide the service that I pay for every month. Okay, Mark, can I please...
No one's making you break your windows.
Can you please tell me, Mark, how much it's going to cost for me to pay out of pocket, even though I'm paying for my service every month, to receive a lockout service?
Absolutely. Let me help you find a provider. One moment, please.
Welcome to AAA Roadside Assistance.
Again, if you're going to speak to another representative, we're not going to continue this call. We're not going to have you going back and forth between...
Sir, you can't... Sir, excuse me. Only call you need to worry about is the call that you are on right now. You cannot tell me that I cannot...
And again, if you're on 2 calls, then the call I'm on right now is not...
You don't know what sir, you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know if I'm calling a supervisor.
I can hear it.
You don't... But that's not your business. That's not your business, sir.
It doesn't matter if it's my business. I can hear it.
Okay, Mark. Well, I'm just only going to talk to you, and I'll do what I need to do after I get off the phone with you. Mark, you are very argumentative. Now Mark is arguing with me, you guys, because he had me on hold trying to find a service provider, and I was on the other phone trying to contact and get a manager. So now he's arguing with me and telling me that I can't call a manager or try to find a manager while I am speaking to him, even though he had me on hold.
I did find one 24/7 emergency locksmith. Let me go ahead and call them for you. One moment. Thanks for your patience. I spoke to a company that we use, and they did say they can be out there in 30 to 40 minutes. It'd be $111.53. That's acceptable. I can call them back and let them know to send the driver out.
Yes, they can send a driver out, Mark.
Okay, thanks. I'll call them back right now, and I'll let you know once I've secured that.
Are you going to put... So Mark just rudely places me on hold, didn't ask me again, may I place you on hold while I contact the service provider. I worked in customer service, you guys. We had to ask and request to place people on hold each and every time we place them on hold. I don't know about the customer service at AAA, but I find Mark to be very rude, disrespectful, and argumentative. I will continue to say that.
All right, thanks for your patience. So they're going to be calling you right now. We've got everything in place. So they'll be calling you, accept the payment and everything, and get a driver out there to unlock your vehicle.
Okay, Mark, I'd just like to add to this conversation. You mentioned that company to company have different policies. I thought all companies had policies in place in reference to excellent customer service, not arguing and going back and forth with the customer, and providing the customer with a great experience. And I just need to let you know that you need to work on all three of those. You need to work on not going back and forth with a customer and giving them your own opinion of things. And you need to stick to the policy. And you need to learn that when a customer asks for a supervisor, it is your job to provide them with that in one shape, form, or fashion. If you do not have if you can't provide me directly to someone at this moment, you are supposed to give me the name of your supervisor. You're supposed to say, well, I will be happy to pass your information on. You're not supposed to just not leave me. You're not supposed to leave me hanging. I worked in customer service for years. Let you know that it is your job to provide a customer with adequate customer service. It is your job. It is your job. If you are the last supervisor that I am supposed to speak to and the type of customer service I receive from you, how are you teaching your other customer service representatives and managers under you to give adequate customer service, and you didn't even give it yourself? May I please have a number to your supervisor?
As I have already advised you, there's no one to speak to above me.
At no other date, there's no other department that I can speak to above you at a later date.
That would be with the member experience team through your home club.
Can I please have them call me?
I can get you connected over your home club to request that. Sure, if I put the request on my end, they're likely not to get it from us.
So the city and state that you work in, there's no one to report you to.
Correct.
So I can't report Mark, who I received poor customer service from, to anybody.
So you'll get a survey.
Okay, Mark. Thank you so much for your.
As far as that, yep. I hope you have a better rest of your day.
My day is going great. I don't know about yours. You will be on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And we're going to see if you can keep this job with the customer service that you've given and the solutions that you've provided today. Are you still there? Y'all, he not talking. It's still showing that he's holding on the line, but he is not saying anything, and he refuses to talk. Let me show you. There's the number. It's showing that the line is still going, and he just hung up on me. He just hung up.
Thank you for calling a tow truck on a recorded line. This is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
My name is Vanessa. You just tried to call me.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. I do have an updated quoted price from the one that AAA gave you, just because I have a driver that would be coming from Brenda, Arizona. He's like 30 to 45 minutes away. That price is $154.25 if you still wanted us to go out and unlock your vehicle.
That's 100 and how much?
$154.25.
Okay, you can go ahead and send them, sir.
Okay. We will need to take payment before we do send a driver out there.
And and you're going to be here in how long?
I would approximate 30 to 45 minutes for him to get out to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Would you like me to send the receipt over to this phone?
if you don't mind. And is it possible for the driver to have a receipt with him?
He does not have like the ability to print a receipt, so I can either send you one like for on your phone and an email address, or however you kind of want to go about it.
You could send it to me on my phone.
Okay, you got it. Got it. And I have dispatched this out to my driver, so just give him about that 30 to 45 minutes just to get to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Of course, Vanessa. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye. I'm not doing great. I'm locked out of my vehicle. I've been a member with you guys for 4 going on 5 years. And I just called to get a lockout service. And I received the most horrible customer service that I have ever received in my life. And I have to pay $150 out of pocket to get my lockout. And I'm not understanding. And the guy that I spoke to, I spoke to several customer service representatives. I asked to speak to a supervisor. They transferred me over to who was supposed to be a supervisor. Then I spoke to another supervisor, and he was awful. He was argumentative, combative, very unprofessional. I asked to speak to someone over him. He would not. He refused to me to speak to someone else. I said, well, is there a number I can call? Is there a supervisor that I could speak to over you at a later date? No, I'm not going to let you speak to anyone else. I recorded his conversation so you can actually hear it. I recorded it. I told him I was recording it. He said he wasn't going to talk to me because I was recording it, but it's okay for you guys to record me for quality assurance purposes, but it's not okay for me to record you. It's the same thing. I'm recording your call for quality assurance purposes. And so he refused to help me. He put me on hold. I say, I'm not giving you permission to disconnect this call or put me on hold. I want service. He put me on hold anyway, left me there for minutes, then came back. I'll go ahead and assist you. But he still was combative and argumentative with me. And I hold on 1 minute.
In 30 minutes, I'll be there.
Okay, thank you. I had to pay $150 for this man to come out and assist me, and I'm paying for my roadside assistance every month. Then he went on, he pulled up my history with you guys and said that this is how combative he is. He pulled up my history with you guys and said, I see you tried to receive service on June and we denied you then. I said, no, sir, you did not deny me then. You did not have a service provider in that area for the time that could come assist me that night. And I had to spend the night in my vehicle because you couldn't get anyone out to me till the next morning. And AAA called me back the next day. They took my complaint and they went ahead and gave me, comped my membership because my membership was up for renewal. They comped my membership for the whole year because they couldn't get a service provider out to me and I had to sleep in my vehicle. So he talking about, oh, I read the notes wrong. No, you did not read the notes wrong. You did not read the notes wrong, sir. You are being argumentative and you are being unprofessional. And excuse my French, but he's being a jackass. And I asked him for a number.
What you're saying here about the complimentary, complimentary membership, and that happened in July.
And so he pulled that up using whatever scenario he wanted to use today to deny me service and not allow me to speak to a supervisor. He's saying, well, you've escalated the call to as far as it can go and nobody else is going to give you a different outcome than I'm going to give you. How do you know that, sir? You can't deny me to speak to someone else over you. And even if no one is available today, you should be able to give me a number to make a complaint in the future. And I let this gentleman know that I have been working for working in customer service for years. I know about the quality assurance. He wouldn't give me a number to call and make a quality assurance complaint. The quality assurance department at the company I had worked for, they had a number. Even though you might not be able to speak to anyone live right then and there, you could call in as a customer to make a complaint at a later date.
Okay, okay, because I got you pulled up here when you said you came in. Okay, was this a roadside assistance?
Yes.
Was this an ERS supervisor you were talking about?
I don't know, ma'am. He wouldn't even give me his name. I asked him his name repeatedly, and he would refuse to give me his name. He said, I told you my name at the beginning of the call. I say, well, sir, I wasn't prepared for the kind of service that I've gotten now, so I would like your name. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not. If you would like to hear the conversation, ma'am, I recorded the whole thing.
Wow. So you canceled that service, huh? You canceled the tow, right?
I did. The tow, it wasn't a tow today. You talking about today or the other day?
The service. You canceled the service today?
No, ma'am. I'm paying for it out of pocket, $150.
Okay, but you're going back, you're a premier member, so if you're locked out, you would get unlocked.
This man is telling me, and if you go back on my account, you will see how many times I've received service and jump starts. This man is telling me because of the type of vehicle that I drive, I cannot get service. He's saying my vehicle is a cargo vehicle and I cannot get service. I said, sir, my vehicle is a regular vehicle. This is the vehicle that I drive. I do not use this vehicle for commercial purposes. I have never had nobody even ask me or even tell me your vehicle is a commercial vehicle. I mean, if that's the case, then when I sign up, you need to ask people what kind of car they have and tell them it's not covered. But I've been a member for 4 years with the same vehicle.
For 5 years, really? Right. So this all happened when they transferred you over to roadside assistance,
to Arizona, right? Because I'm a member in Texas. Texas is my residence. Yeah. I'm a member in Texas, but I'm in Arizona. So when they were helping me in Texas, and then I gave them my address, they say, okay, well, let me transfer you over to our our Arizona representatives. So as soon as they transferred me over to Arizona, even in the midst of the call, the people just was telling me and I thought it was very odd. I'm asking you for a lockout, and then the man just jumped to, does your vehicle have seats in the back? He said, well, we can't help you because your car don't have seats in the back. I say, the car never had seats in the back. It's not supposed to have seats in the back. I didn't take the seats out. They didn't have seats in the back. Well, I'm sorry, it doesn't have. You want me to go throw a chair in the back of the car and tell you it got a seat in the back?
Okay, so this was the Arizona leg of the
yes, ma'am.
Of the ERS, the Arizona one, right?
And I asked him, was it a number for the Arizona leg to make a complaint? And he told me no. He provided me with no number, no additional supervisors to contact in the future. He would not. I asked him, could he have them contact me? He said they will probably not even contact me. That's what he said. So he's not. Ain't no. Well, I'll provide you to know. I'll let them know. I mean, your job is to just do what I ask you. I ask you to let them know that I want to receive a call back. Your job is not to tell me that they probably won't call me back. He say his name was Mark, I think. But okay, like I say,
I'll put you on hold just for 1 second, okay? Because I'm going to call up there and ask them what's their procedure for ERS for supervisor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And hold on, I'll give you the number too.
And that's for who?
That covers Arizona, Northern Cal, Arizona. You're in Arizona now. So that covers Northern Cal, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona. But I'm going to try to find out who their supervisor is in roadside.
Okay, thank you.
And who's over that. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Thank you.
A complaint or an issue with a service order done in Arizona, I don't have any access to that.
And they would not give me, the guy that I spoke to would not give me, he told me that I had to call back in and make a complaint with you guys. He would not give me any numbers or any supervisor or anyone to make a complaint with for his area or towards him. He told me I had to call back to you guys and make a complaint.
Who is he?
His name was, I think his name was Mark, because I asked him
Was
several
he a
times.
supervisor?
He said he was. He said that I escalated my call to the highest level and he would not provide me with a supervisor over him or the quality assurance department or anyone.
Okay. Well, then we don't have any access to the service orders that are done in Arizona. So if he took the complaint, you should. It would be however they process their complaint.
He is the person I need to complain about.
Yeah.
The service that I've received. I did, sir. You're not listening. I asked to speak to his supervisor. He said there is nobody else over him to speak to. I said, even if there's nobody else available at this time, can you give me a number where I can call back, or can you have them call me? He said no.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So the agent that you were talking to, was it someone that you had requested emergency roadside service for?
I called.
Someone that answered the phone?
Yeah, I called in to you guys to request emergency roadside assistance. Then when you guys found out I was in Arizona, you transferred me over to Arizona. Right. And then I spoke to an agent there that was telling me that they couldn't send out a service provider because of the type of vehicle I have, which is the same type of vehicle I've been having for years and been having my service with and received service with in the same vehicle all these years. And so then I asked to speak to his supervisor. He put me on the line with somebody else, all telling me the same thing. Then I asked to speak to another supervisor, and that's when I got the last guy. And he was very argumentative and just he went on to tell me that I tried to receive service back in June and y'all declined me service back in June. I say, sir, that is not what's happened. I said, I called in for service. There was not a service provider available for that area that time of night. They couldn't get to me till 8 o'clock the next morning. I spent the night in my vehicle and they called me back the next day and comped my membership because of the inconvenience and because I had to spend a night in my vehicle. So he sit here and totally lied and said that I had been refused service before because of my vehicle. He sit here and lied. And I also told him that I was recording the phone call. And I have the recording of every single thing that he said and every single thing that went on. And he even was denying me to talk to me. And he put me on hold and he was getting ready to disconnect the call. I said, sir, I'm not giving you permission to disconnect this call. I am needing service. And he just put me on hold and say, I'm not talking to you anymore. Put me on hold, left me on hold for some minutes, then came back to the line and say, okay, I'll help you.
They said what?
And then he said, okay, I'll help you. After refusing to help me, leaving me on hold for all of those minutes. And like I say, regardless of what level I have reached in a company, there is no such thing as there's nobody else higher up to talk to. I told him, I say, so sir, you're telling me that you are the CEO of the company, you are the manager of the company, you are the owner of the company. There's no one else I can lodge a formal complaint against you and your customer service. And he told me no. And even at the end of the call, I asked him this several times. Even at the end of the call, I asked him again. I say, sir, can you give me the number to a supervisor or another department where I can make a formal complaint? He said, there is none. He said, you have to call the number back where you receive your service from. So I have to call back where I'm calling now, Texas. So I'm receiving bad customer service from Arizona representatives, and there's nobody in Arizona to form a formal complaint with. That's what he's telling me.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can escalate your case, but I'm not sure how they can help with the Arizona Club because they're separate. You know, they have their own rules, their own policies. What kind of car is it?
I have a Ford E350, whichever one is showing in your system, a Ford E350. They're telling me that this is a commercial vehicle, and if I don't have seats in the back of my vehicle, they can't help me. No one has ever even asked me if I have seats in the back of my vehicle. Every time I call for roadside assistance, no one has said vehicle, and my vehicle has never been denied service. I have received jump starts, lockouts. Nobody has never told me.
So lockouts and jump starts are different. Towing. Sometimes we can still do lockouts and jump.
And that's what this is. This is a lockout. This is a lockout.
Oh, you're not ready. You're just requesting a lockout?
Yes, sir. I'm locked out, and I have to pay. I have a man just came here right now that finally. They sent somebody, I have to pay $150 out of my pocket because they won't give me a lockout.
Okay, well, you can submit that receipt to AAA for reimbursement consideration. That's one thing you can do.
Okay.
And I can send you a very simple form that you can use to do that.
Okay. Can you do that, please?
Sure,
I'm on the phone with AAA.
So just first, just want to keep, and I can send this form to an email address here for you.
It's sad that I have to go through this, but I still want to make a complaint about that gentleman. I still want to make a complaint. I want to find out what department I need to make a formal complaint about the customer service that I received.
Okay.
And me having to pay $150 out of pocket because they won't come send somebody out to get a lockout. This is so sad.
Just a moment here.
I tried that, but then I was gonna even try to get the latch down there. I just don't have the patience. I tried it. You need something to stand on? I'm talking to the man that came for the lockout. Woohoo! $150 for 1 minute of work. I wish I had a job like that.
I wish I got paid that much.
He got it open.
Good.
Now let's hope my keys are in here.
Yeah.
Let me double check and make sure they're in here. Right where I left them. Just in a rush.
Yeah.
Just in a rush.
Have a great day.
Hold on. I'm on the phone with AAA. I've been a member for 4 years, and I'm from Texas, and they're gonna tell me they can't come out and cover my vehicle under my roadside assistance. Somebody's a commercial vehicle.
Doesn't have seats.
It don't have seats in the back. But it didn't have seats in the back when I bought it. It never had seats in it.
They've been doing a 5.
It doesn't make sense. It's a regular vehicle. I mean, if somebody is using the vehicle for commercial use and I'm insured through AAA, so I even have regular insurance on my vehicle. So how can you tell me my vehicle is a commercial vehicle when it's insured as a regular vehicle as well? Like, I'm paying you twice. I'm paying you for insurance. I'm paying you for a membership, and I don't understand. So thank you. Have a good day. Nice guy.
Oh, nice.
Nice guy. Wish this could have just been such a easy process. And because I had a crack in my window, all he had to do was just stick this little thing down in there and pull my latch. He didn't have to do anything technical, and it's just a lockout.
Right.
And my vehicle is not, I mean, I'm insured with you guys. My vehicle is not insured under a commercial vehicle. It's not even insured under a commercial vehicle. The guy came out and looked at my car, took pictures of my car. He didn't tell me your vehicle is considered a commercial vehicle. I pay my insurance on this vehicle every month, $186 every month for insurance.
Okay, so that's done, and one last thing, Ben, to ask for you would be to confirm your contact number so that we can have the relations follow up with you. Glad you got in your vehicle. That's at least an A solution. Sorry that happened to you, though. I'm glad your keys are in there.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. If there's something else I can do for you, watch for the email and get that call back. It could be 5 to 7 business days, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. You're
Okay.
welcome, ma'am. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for your membership. Bye-bye.